Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday afternoon, a special episode of JMS Live, our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series, with our very special guest live from County Down, Ireland. Yes, across the big pond from the United States in beautiful Ireland. We have MAIREAD HEALY joining us, a brilliant Irish soprano. She's all excited. We just did a nice sound check, and she's been excited for a long time. And we've been excited, too, to have her on the show. She's a brilliant Irish soprano and very, very talented. And she has performed all over the map in Ireland and beyond. And we're very excited to have her here. She's going to join us in just a second. But first, on this show, we always greet everybody. I'm your host, Jim Masters. This is our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series where we have light, love, levity, entertainment, guests from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, inspiration, sports, comedy, culinary arts, and much, much more in all fields of endeavor, wealths of success, celebrity friends of mine that pop on the show. You never know what we do here on our show, and we always have a good time. This is like a traditional talk show, like the old school talk show hosts you may remember and the presenters, but it's blended in with a modern vibe of today and a modern twist. I do this work professionally in television and radio and stage and film here in the United States. Matter of fact, our show, for those of you who are watching outside the United States, the show originates live from the USA in the greater New York area. That's right, in the tri-state area of New York, along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. We toast all of you today with our Paramount Studios mug. Yes, I was at Paramount Studios in Hollywood about a year ago, before COVID, when I was on a television shoot and got a chance to tour Paramount, where so many amazing television shows and movies have come from. And I got a personal tour of the facility. It was really cool. So I was gifted this beautiful Paramount Pictures mug. And you know how we always have different mugs on the show and different glasses. And sometimes we have martini glasses and beer steins and mugs of all kinds. And many of you have been sending in mugs and glasses and giftware for me to show from your hometown. And I love that. So here is from Hollywood, Paramount Pictures. We toast you. You know what's in here? Just some nice ginger ale. And it tastes good. How's everybody doing? We welcome you. We always have a good time on this show. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Sunday afternoon at the time of this broadcast. But of course, our shows are live, but many people do watch the shows later on. They binge watch our episode, and we love that. Continue to spread the word. Continue to tell everybody you know about our series, the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. Matter of fact, we have over 400, just about 430 episodes that have been done live. All of them are saved on our YouTube channel. So you can go back, you can watch all the episodes from the very beginning, all the great guests, all the entertainment, all the funny moments, all the poignant moments on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Subscribe to the channel too. We would love it if you subscribe to the channel, Jim Masters TV. And while you're doing that, also click that little, you'll see the red subscribe button, right? Click that, and then click that little bell icon that is just to the right of it. You click that, you'll be notified when we have our live episodes, which is generally 7 days a week. But we also do on location segments, and we also do pop-up, surprise pop-up shows too. So you'll never miss an episode. I know a lot of you love to be here when we are live. So it's part of the interaction. You love all of that. So, hey, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll never miss a thing. So we welcome you to the show, everybody. Hello to all the lovedies. Lovedy is a word that just popped out of my mouth last summer. And since then, everybody says they're part of the Lovedy squad. I love it. So hello to all the lovedies watching all around the world. Also, give this episode a thumbs up on our YouTube channel. Give it a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. We would love that. And also post a comment on the YouTube channel. That would be great. YouTube loves that. We love that. So on the actual YouTube channel, underneath this episode, this video, write a comment if you're enjoying this episode and click that little thumbs up like button. We would like that as well. Also, during the live chat, there's something new, a new feature called Super Chat, Super Emoji, Super Stickers. That's amazing. A lot of you have been doing that. We love that. Your live comment will be highlighted for all to see in special bold colors, and I will personally thank you for your super chat, super emoji, super stickers. And you can see that, I think it's at the top of the live chat. It's only available during the live chat when we're live. So check that out. A lot of you have been doing that, the super chat, super emojis. It's a lot of fun. And it's just extra notification and acknowledgement of your live chat comments. Today on the show, again, we welcome special guest, Irish soprano MAIREAD Healy on the show. She is in County Down, Ireland. First, let's check in with some of our Lovedy viewers from Ontario, Canada. Good afternoon, Jim and Lovedies. Merlin is here. Good to see you as well from North Carolina, USA. These are our faithful Lovedies. Hi, Jim and everyone from Alessandra. And nice to have you as well. Singing Bee is here. Hi, everyone. Good to see you and welcome back to the show. I know you've been following us. Juanita is here in our wonderful, humble abode, and she is in South Africa, and it's cold and icy and snowy because it's wintertime there. Hopefully we'll warm you up a little bit here, Juanita. Hello, Jim and Lovedy squad. Mary Bishop is in Florida, USA. Hi, Jim and all Lovedies. Good to see you as well, Mary. Hope you're doing well. Merlin welcomes MAIREAD to the show. Welcome to our Lovedy Hall. You're now a Lovedy. You know, I told MAIREAD all about the Lovedy. She's been watching our show. She's been following our series. She's a fan of the Jim Master Show Live. So she loves the whole Lovedy idea. She's also going to perform live. We have some great videos, but she's also all set up to sing for you and for me live on the show. Some really great music coming up and some cool videos too. You're ready for some of your Irish crack, or our Irish crack. You got your Jameson Irish whiskey and cold beer, sláinte. Wow, it's only 2:12 in the afternoon and you're ready to go. You're ready to go in the mountains of Allentown, Pennsylvania, USA. Sherry Larson says, hello, everybody. Good to see you, Sherry. I hope you're doing well. Anne is here as well. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here live with all of you beautiful Lovedies. We love that. Anne is in Southern California. Alessandra says, I'm so excited. You know, we had the Pointer Sisters as guests. Remember? I'm so excited. Remember that song? Ruth and Anita Pointer were guests on this show. You can see that episode on our YouTube channel. Just scroll back. That makes me think of that. I'm so excited. That's one of their famous songs. Hi, Jim. Good to see you as well. And everybody's saying hello to everybody. And everybody's saying welcome and toast. I'm looking at all these great comments. Kathleen Walker's here in the New York City area. That means the New York Mets are not playing today. My baseball team there in New York. Hi, Jim, and hi, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day and a good day. Somehow I changed the word good to fantastic. I upgraded it, I guess. Good and fantastic. You too, Kathleen. Cheers from Anne. We love it. And you're also having ginger ale too, along with the whiskey and the beer. That's an interesting, is that the chaser? Is the ginger ale the chaser? Elena is here, one of our Lovedies on the Jim Masters Show Live. Hello, Lovedies. Hello, Jim. Good evening from Italy. I know it's a little bit earlier for you. Normally our show is in the evening here in the United States, but we're doing it earlier because it's after 7 p.m. right now, where our guest is in Ireland in GMT time, Ireland, Scotland, England, and earlier for you in beautiful Italy. So Glad to have you with us. Alessandra says, Jim, green is a good color. Green is my favorite color. And being Irish on my mother's side, they hail from Ireland and settled here in the States, English and Irish on my dad's side. The green just fits me perfectly, like a glove. And you're going to be, Anne is going to be enjoying the show while finishing her housework. That is cool. That is cool. You're going to whistle while you work, right? What Disney movie did that come from? Whistle while we work. Da, 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 da. Chris is in Northern Ireland. That's right. He's in Comber in the Belfast area. And there's his photo. We actually get to see Chris. There he is. Good looking guy there. Hello, Jim and Lovelies. It's so hot here today. Yes, our guest MAIREAD said it was extremely hot. It is hot where she is too in County Down. Love Celtic Woman. Crispy is here. Hi, Jim. Looking forward to hearing MAIREAD on the show. You're doing laundry. We'll vacuum and you're watering the yard. So I'll be watching between that. Well, when she's singing, turn off the vacuum so you can hear her. Thanks, Jim. God bless you and all the lovelies. Good to see you here as well. Nice. The Seven Dwarfs. That's right. Whistle while you work. Da, 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 da. You having a bologna sandwich again for lunch, Merlin? And because Jen is having peanut butter ripple ice cream with Reese's peanut butter topping. So you're having peanut butter ripple ice cream with Reese's peanut butter topping. You're having Jameson Irish whiskey. You're having cold beer and ginger ale. I hope you have Alka-Seltzer or Tums right next to you after having all of that. You've got a strong stomach. Jen is Zen there in Allentown, Pennsylvania, USA. I'm so excited about welcoming my very special guest to the show. Isn't that a great shot? MAIREAD is absolutely amazing. Her voice is angelic, as people have described it. She's often described as one of Northern Ireland's leading sopranos, having performed in venues throughout Ireland and further afield, such as the Grand Opera House, the Ulster Hall, the Waterfront Hall Belfast, Cork Opera House, and the NEC Birmingham. After completing her Bachelor of Music degree and postgraduate certificate in education and music at the University of Ulster, MAIREAD started performing what was to be the first of many principal roles in a West Side Story with Opera Northern Ireland and the Ulster Orchestra. She spent 3 years working under the tutelage of her teacher and director, Michael Pointer, with the Ulster Theatre Company, which she performed in productions of Godspell and Grease as well. So much more than just a singer, a performer, an actress. She also performed the role of Julie Jordan in the Belfast Arts Theatre production of Carousel, which earned her the coveted Best Female Voice Award from the Association of Irish Musical Societies. The Northern Ireland Light Opera Festival also named her Best Female Voice for the same role. And in 1996, MAIREAD performed the role of Maria in the Grand Opera House Belfast production of West Side Story. She was also in The Merry Widow, Oklahoma, and so much more. She has a wonderful established musical theater career. She enjoys success as a concert performer and lots more. And again, she loves to travel. She's done it with the Belfast Harp Orchestra, toured with them throughout Ireland and Scotland. And that culminated really with a fully orchestrated performance in Belfast's Waterfront Hall. The piece recorded live in Derry and also in Iona Abbey in Scotland. Lots of great recordings, lots of great television and radio credits as well. And it is my pleasure, live and direct. The Irish News says simply sensational. And the Belfast Telegraph says Healy is a stunner. Don't you love that? You can't top that, right? Live and direct from County Down, Ireland. My very special guest, one of our new lovely guests here on the show, MAIREAD Healy is with us. MAIREAD, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us.
Hello.
And happy Sunday.
Hi, everyone.
Nice to see you. Now, Chris, who's in Northern Ireland, says it is really, really hot where he is in Comber there by Belfast. How about you in County Down? Same thing, really hot today, huh?
Yeah, Comber's in County Down as well. It's really, really, really hot here, and I think we've broken a few records this week with regards to our temperatures. And, yesterday was very hot, Yesterday, not quite as hot as it was yesterday, or today, not as hot as it was yesterday, but it's to get hotter as the week progresses. So,
Yeah.
luckily, my husband built a swimming pool in our back garden about 8 years ago, and no one in Ireland, very few people in Ireland have a swimming pool in the back garden, but he just decided one day he was going to build one. And you can imagine that our house is quite popular this week.
Yeah, that is funny. That is funny. We might actually need you to get a little bit closer to the mic. I'm noticing it is a little bit distant now that we're live. So maybe just a little bit louder would be awesome. So Chris in Northern Ireland says, welcome to Lovely Hall, MAIREAD.
Hi, Chris.
Love it. And welcome to Lovely Hall. God bless you, MAIREAD, from Love Celtic Woman, Chris B. And are you having an earthquake there?
Just moving closer.
She's on a cruise ship right now, circling the Emerald Isle. That's right. She went across the channel to visit the volcano in Iceland. All right, MAIREAD, welcome from Mary Bishop in Florida, and Alessandra in North Carolina, US says, welcome to the lovely family, MAIREAD. Kathleen Walker in New York City says, welcome, MAIREAD. Juanita in South Africa, she also says, welcome to the show, MAIREAD. This is all that lovety love I was telling you about, and this is really, really cool. Jen Barry says, yep, Irish Strong Slancha. Really, really nice, Jen. A couple more coming in here. She welcomes you as well. And the Singing Bee says, hi, MAIREAD.
Hi, Celia.
So you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. What's her first name? Celia?
Celia. Yeah.
Celia. Welcome, Celia. Yeah, she's been here before, too. She's been a wonderful, lovely viewer, and we appreciate her being here as well. Good
very supportive
stuff.
of singers throughout the world. So she's a great singer herself, but also supports a lot of other artists like myself. So
and Elena is here. She welcomes you, which is really
Hi.
nice. Yeah. So how have you been? Obviously, we've been going through some really interesting and strange times with pandemics and lockdowns, all these crazy things. And, as a performer, you've had to adjust to some of that. So as I ask some of the guests, how have you stayed creative, collaborative, connected, and sane? Now, when I ask the sane part, I would tell you most of the guests say, Jim, I'm still working on that part, the sane part. Get back to me on that.
Well, it's been wonderful this last. It's been a difficult, challenging situation for everyone, of course, but I have found a lot of opportunities in meeting and connecting and collaborating with a lot of other artists whom I never would have met, particularly with a Songbirds group that I have been asked to perform with on many occasions, actually, over the last year. And I have met up with other sopranos and singers from all over the world and collaborated with them at concerts and collaborated in actual songs together and recording pieces. So music is so therapeutic anyway, isn't it? So singing is something that really improves the mental health anyway. So I have I teach as well, so the teaching has been going for me. I teach in college, and I've been doing a lot of that. So that has been going on and changing how we operate there as well, and how we meet the needs of students and things. So I have been busy. I've had other things to keep me busy as well. But as far as the singing is concerned, I've had some lovely opportunities to perform with other artists, and I'm looking forward to meeting them in person as well.
How did you first get started? When you were running around the house as a little kid there in Ireland, were you ever the performer? Were you always, entertaining and wanting to sing? And did you always love music? Because, they say if you grow up in Ireland, you're either handed a fiddle or a penny whistle or a guitar or something. And when you're a child and you go out and you start doing your thing.
Yeah, it's very much part of our tradition. I have 6 siblings. So all of us are quite musical in some way. But I used to sing with my sisters as well. And instruments like the bodhrán and the tin whistle and the buckwheat accordion and guitars and banjos were always in the house, and we would have lifted them and just sort of learned to play by ear. But I remember my dad bought my sister a guitar. My parents bought my sister a guitar when she was about 10, and they were going to take her for some guitar lessons, and I begged, could I go also? So really, eventually I was allowed to go, and I really just took to the guitar, and I loved playing the guitar. And then, of course, whenever you learn to play a song, a John Denver song, you know, you have to sing along. So it doesn't sound just right, just strumming and finger picking a few chords. You have to sing along. So I would have spent a lot of time just in my room singing. I mean, in those days, it just would have been a dream for me to perform in public and to record. I never would have dreamed in those days that would have been, you know, what would have happened in the future. But in those days, I just loved music and playing different songs, Irish songs. And I mentioned John Denver already too. And I remember being exposed to a lot of his music when I was learning to play the guitar, because he wrote so many lovely folk 3-chord songs. So I got a love of music and playing music, well, probably from around the age of 10.
10, that's early. Yeah, that's great. And what were you playing? You mentioned some of it, but what were you listening to at that age? What was the music that MAIREAD really enjoyed?
Gosh, you know, the Beatles were broken up before I was even born, but I remember when I was a teenager being a mad fan of the Beatles and playing their music all the time. And you know, my sisters and brothers were into sort of modern, sort of 80s and 90s music, but it was the, you know, it was the Beatles that I was listening to, and I just became aware of them probably around about the age of 14, and I just became a massive fan of John Lennon and Paul McCartney and the Beatles themselves as well. So it wasn't always music of the time that I would have listened to.
Yeah.
I just lots of different styles of music. You
Yeah.
mentioned Phil Coulter as well.
Phil Coulter, yeah.
Big fan of Phil Coulter.
Yeah.
Well. He had a lot of fantastic albums that came out that were very popular, and
yeah,
Celtic music and songs that he'd written himself and songs that others had written. But
I love his song "The Old Man." That song is just, yeah, it really, if that song doesn't touch you, then you don't have a pulse. It's one of those really, he's brilliant with things like that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, country, it's surprising, I think, to some people outside of Ireland, but I've always known that country and folk music is very beloved and popular in Ireland too.
Yes. Yeah, country music is very popular here. I particularly like the music of Rascal Flatts, I like his stuff, and Lady A.
Yeah.
Developing Lady A. So, yeah, and I wasn't very much into the country music previously, maybe just the likes of John Denver, which is kind of on the cusp of folk. But yeah, there's some really good country artists out now that I really enjoy listening to. Some good music out there.
So early on for you, obviously, you know, you've been educated in music at a very in-depth level, a very deep level. For you, were you the singer before musician, or musician, then the singer? What came first for you, and what speaks to your heart more? The singing?
Well, it kind of came through the guitar, as I said. So I was playing guitar, and I remember going to secondary school, and there were 3 different guitar teachers, and we were to pick which one we wanted to go to. And this gentleman, Mr. Eilson, he remember him playing classical guitar. And I thought, wow, he's playing the tune, he's playing the accompaniment, and all the bass as well is all coming through in that beautiful piece. I really wanted to learn that. So I opted for that. So I picked up the classical guitar around about the age of 15, 16. And then I went to university to study music, and the classical guitar then was my primary instrument. But I really, during my studying for my music degree, I really gained a love for singing. And there was one particular tutor, lecturer at university, whilst I wasn't a first study singer at that time, says, "Maria, you're a singer, and you know, I love your voice." And I actually changed to become more of a singer then, which what I loved. I mean, classical guitar, I was very good at it. I worked very hard at it, but my heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
When I sang, that's what I that's when I just really felt the love of music, you know, and a love for performing. Really, I got nervous when I performed the classical guitar, when I had to perform for concerts and assessments and things. But when I sang, I just loved it. I just loved to sing.
Yeah. What would you say, you know, early on as you're coming up the ranks, what were some of those early breaks for you, you know, with the doors open, people were noticing Mairead's wonderful talent, multi-talented, and those opportunities started happening for you, Mairead, early on?
Well, when I finished my music degree, I decided that I would go and do a postgraduate course in teaching. And that particular year, I didn't gain a place on the course, so I was very, you know, upset what am I going to do for this particular year. And I remember talking to my mother on the phone, and a letter came through my letterbox, and it was an invitation for anybody who wanted to go, and it was a flyer really, audition for Opera Northern Ireland, because they were doing a performance of West Side Story. So I kind of thought, you know, I think I would like to do something like that. And I went to the auditions, and there's 3 parts to the audition. You had to act, you had to sing, and you had to dance. And all I wanted was just to gain a place on the chorus and to be part of this massive big production. And I was so excited when I got a phone call to ask me to come and audition for one of the principal roles, which I did. And they offered me the role of Rosalia, who sings in the beginning of the America number. And also they said, but we'd love you to sing the Somewhere number as well for West Side Story. So it was just amazing. And it was so exciting for me too, because our home orchestra is the Belfast Orchestra. And they were in the pit, and I was performing this big song in West Side Story. But I remember thinking at the time, the next time I do this show, I want to be the part of Maria. So that was my big ambition then. So I performed a few. I went from that to gaining other principal roles in Belfast and various performing venues. And then in '96, I performed the role that I'd always wanted, which was Maria in West Side Story. And I just loved it. And it was quite a long run in the Belfast, in the Grand Opera House in Belfast. And I loved playing the role. I loved the music. And it was a really, really wonderful experience for me.
And it's amazing because it's the 50th anniversary now. I believe it's the 50th anniversary. Rita Moreno, George Chakiris. We had George Chakiris he was the main.
Really? Yeah,
he was a guest on our show. You can actually, if you scroll back in our archives on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, you can see that episode. And he talked all about the making of West Side Story, what it was like working with Rita Moreno, who he's very close to, and really amazing. That's quite a project to be a part of. You were also a part of Grease as well. That's a legendary one.
I played Marty in Grease. I was one of the Pink Ladies. And that was good for me as well, because at that stage, a lot of the work of the singing that I was doing was very classical. Grease just gave me that opportunity to learn a totally different style of singing. And so, as I played the role of Marty, you know, I sang, Freddie, my love, I miss you more than words can say. So it was just a very different style of singing. And Michael Poyner is a fantastic director, and he has spent many, many years teaching young children, teenagers, and young adults the art of performing on stage. And I learned so much from him over those 3 years that I worked with him in those shows, and Godspell as well, fantastic show. Every different style of music, from country to gospel and to folk and contemporary. And I loved performing in that as well. So I learned so much from Michael Poyner and working from the Ulster Theatre Company as well. And it gave me the tools that then you go on to use whenever you become a professional in the industry then.
Did you have a game plan, or was it you were going along as you were going along, and whatever opportunities came, you took them? What was your strategy? Did you have sort of a bucket list? Did you have some dreams as far as, this is what I would like to do, these are the kinds of productions I like to be involved in, this is the kind of music that speaks to me, these are the kinds of songs that I would really like to sing? Or did that develop as time went on and the experience and the the skill set, you know, and all the fine tuning that comes with it happened?
I don't think that I would have had a game plan. I think that I've been the one thing that I wanted to do was to perform in the US, and that was one thing on my bucket list that I
Oh,
hadn't
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, I travelled out there with to California with
Hmm.
a very good friend of mine, tenor David Curry, whom I sing with a lot and have recorded with. And we went out there for a week to California. We had a wonderful time performing out there. So I've never been the type to make plans of what I want to be here and I want to do this. I think because I do have this sort of day job where I teach. Um, that keeps me grounded and where I need to be at any time as well. And I've got 2 girls and a husband, and I've always gone with the flow, and I've always been grateful for any opportunity that's come my way.
Are your husband and the girls in entertainment or performance or the arts at all?
Well, my daughter has just graduated with a first class honours degree in biomedical science, so she did not get that from me, certainly
Yeah.
not. Very musical. My elder daughter, and she's in Edinburgh. My second daughter, she's a very good singer, very good singer, and she can sing about 4 or 5 tones higher than me.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
So I sing my top note, which is
Yeah.
a C, which is what we
Yeah.
call magic C, the top C, the highest note. And then
Yeah.
and many of the big songs out there, she can go up to a G.
How old is she now?
She's 20.
Oh,
So
we'll have
she won't sing in
we'll have to
public.
have her on the show as a
Well,
guest.
yeah, I wish you luck there. She won't sing in public, but
So
she
she sings
wants
in
to
the
sing.
car and in the shower.
Yeah, and when when I was young, my brothers used to say to me, Maria, why do you always harmonise the things? Because if there was something on the radio, whether it was the
You
Bee
would go
Gees
along with it.
or anything,
Staying alive.
yeah, I'd be harmonising. And even when my daughters were younger, they would say we were in the car and there was something on, and I'd be harmonising. They say, Mum, why do you always harmonise? I say, well, the tune's already there.
Yeah.
So we need to add that extra layer. So I hear them harmonizing as well. So both my daughters are very
Yeah.
musical here. And now I kind of catch them harmonizing to the songs they're listening to on the radio.
Harmony and harmonizing is a beautiful thing. I mean, I love, harmony, and I love, well, I'm a Libra, so we're balanced in harmony.
Yeah.
So we crave harmony. I actually have a clip here. I know we have lots of great music and conversation and more, and some fabulous photos we're going to show too. But this is you doing the Irish classic, the beloved Danny Boy. Tell us a little bit about this video we're going to take a look at now, Mairead.
Well, just after I had finished West Side Story, I heard from a very famous, well-known Irish harper called Janet Harbison, and she asked me if I would perform Danny Boy, and I think it was for one of those shows. It wasn't River Dance or the Lord of the Dance, but it was another one of those shows, and they wanted me to perform Danny Boy so that someone could mime to my voice. And I think that I recorded that, around about 1997 or so. And so I met Janet, who was the harper, to accompany me in that. And just at that time, she was writing a massive piece of work called Colin Hill. And it was to commemorate what we call the third Irish saint. We have St. Patrick, of course, and then there's St. Bridget, and then there's St. Colin Hill, and he also took Christianity to Iona in Scotland as well. So she was writing a massive work, and she at that time said, I would love the voice to feature as the soloist in this. So I then went to perform this massive work in Derry and Belfast, and we had a beautiful trip to Scotland and Iona, and we performed it in Iona Abbey, which Colin Hill founded, and we recorded the piece as well, and as you said, it culminated in a wonderful performance in the Waterfront Hall in Belfast. So since then, Janet and I have been great friends, and I've missed her recently, over to do COVID, and we haven't got to do some of the things that we might have liked to have done. Janet accompanied me in a couple of pieces in my first album as well on the harp, And I just said, "So let's do something. Let's record." She's over in England at the minute, and let's do Danny Boy. So yeah, that's what you're going to hear.
Danny Boy. Okay. The incredible MAIREAD Healy doing Danny Boy for us here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Good to see everybody, whether it's morning, noon, or night, wherever you're watching. It's a pleasure to have you here on our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. And hello to all the lovelies who are chatting away in chat. We appreciate you guys as well. All right. Get a little spot of Irish coffee, or Jen in Allentown. I think you're going to have more of that whiskey, I think, probably. Or you're going to have the ginger ale, because it's time for Danny Boy. Enjoy. That is amazing. That is really, really beautiful. Also, the harp too, the accompaniment of the harp, the two just blend, your voice and the harp just blend so beautifully. Very touching and moving version.
Yeah, I love Janet's arrangement. It's very much like a Bach prelude.
Yes.
The way she has written that accompaniment, and it's by far my favorite arrangement of the Danny Boy song. And I just love it. And you can hear also Janet really is a fantastic harper.
Yeah,
And I'm looking forward to performing Colin Kill again with her in a few months. So
that's
it's
going to be great.
1,500 years since the birth of St. Colin Kill. So it's to commemorate that. And there will be choirs from all over Ireland participating and harpers from all over Ireland and globally. And I'm looking forward to once again singing the solo soprano role in that. So very exciting.
That is exciting news. Yes. Good luck and congratulations with that. That's something very, very special. We also have Nessun Dorma. Now, this is with G4. Tell us a bit about this.
Well, I was invited to perform with the pop opera group G4. I think it was about 3 years ago, 2015, I think. And I was so excited because one of the pieces they wanted me to perform with them was Barcelona. And I had always wanted to perform that song and the operatic part within that, but I had never met a male singer that could sing the Freddie Mercury part.
Right.
And so Mike from G4 contacted me and says, we're coming over to Ireland and we're doing a few gigs over there. We would love you to come on board and be our guest soprano. And the songs we'll be doing, or and they told me what they were. But the one that I was so excited for was Barcelona. I just loved performing that, and we also performed All I Ask of You, and from Phantom of the Opera, and this is Nessun Dorma that you're going to perform. And I loved performing Nessun Dorma with them as well because it allows me to use that part of my voice, which is full and loud and powerful. And whenever you've got 4 lads with you with equally powerful voices, I just loved performing that particular piece with them as well. Yeah, there they are.
So what are their names, the guys that are with you? Good looking group you got there.
Right. Well, Mike is the one on the left, and closest to me there on the blonde is John. Do you know if I've got the other names of the other 2 boys? Yeah. But I do think that we've changed the grip, so there's a couple of replacements in there since I sung with them as well. So that's probably why I'm confused.
Yeah.
But definitely John and the blonde hair and Mike, they're still with G4, but I think the other 2 have moved on to other things, like performing in operas and things. And there's been 2 replacements. Yes, I call that my princess dress.
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is again.
Yeah, really nice. You still have it? You still have that dress?
I think it's my favorite dress. Yeah, I feel like a princess, when you wear that. It's just beautiful.
Before we play Nessun Dorma, and I know you're going to perform live too, I just want to show you some of the levity that's happening all around the world here on the Jim Masters Show live, because we are an interactive show. And folks too, if you're watching this later on when we're not live, you can always comment on our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up on this episode and video. We would love that. You can always comment on the YouTube channel as well. But those who are live with us commenting, and there's people who are watching live right now who are just quietly watching live. They're not commenting, which is fine. But those are the commenting. Celia says, love you lots, MAIREAD. That's beautiful, Celia. And Elena says, angelic voice. Kathleen in New York City says, beautiful. Alessandra in North Carolina, USA, simply perfect and beautiful. Tuomo, welcome, Tuomo. It's good to have you here. Claps. And it looks like the care sign, too. Welcome to our show. Juanita in South Africa says, amazingly beautiful. And I bet you're going to get a wowee out of her. You know, as the show goes on, she really gets into it there in South Africa, and you hit a certain chord with her, and you're going to get it. Right now, we're at amazingly beautiful, exactly what it is, but look for a wowee coming from her soon. I always tease her about that because it's cool. because I can hear her accent saying "wowee," and her daughter Gabriella saying "wowee." Such a beautiful voice, Mary Bishop in Florida, one of our most staunch, loyal lovities. She's always here as well, like a lot of these fine faces. She's in Florida, a beautiful Love It with the Heart. Sherry Larson in Kansas, USA, right in the middle of the country. Jen Barry, MAIREAD, wow, so magical. Blessed to be, Slancha. And Merlin said while you were performing, Danny Boy, what a pure voice you have. And she has the green hearts, the red heart, the claps, the Irish shamrock. She's in Ontario, Canada. And Celia says, so beautiful as well. Alessandra, Danny Boy is my favorite. I love Danny Boy as well. And Jeff McCarthy was saying, welcome to the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. Jeff, he says, she is great.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, all great comments. Thanks, folks. And keep the comments coming. Keep the lovity. Tell everybody about our series. And here is MAIREAD doing Nessun Dorma with G4. Here we go.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pura principessa, bella tua prega scansa, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il male mio nessuno saprà. No, no,
Wow. Oh my God.
I love that.
Oh, that's incredible. I think all the glass shattered everywhere and all the windows. You guys, and together, I mean, talk about harmony. The pitch, everything was so perfect. Really, really
Yeah,
incredible.
those guys are fantastic, and they've been
Yeah.
singing together for many years now.
Yes.
Um, whenever I was invited to perform, basically, I performed 2 concerts, and I also remember the night before. I think it was performed on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. On the Monday night, I think I was sitting watching something on TV, and I felt something tickle the back of my throat, and I thought, oh gosh, I hope I'm not coming down with something.
Yeah.
And on the day of the concert, I knew there was something was working on me, and I was taking different types of things to help my throat and drinking honey and
Yes.
lemon. And when I first performed, I even in the dressing room before, I was trying to make sure that I could sing, and my voice was very much affected by that. And it actually turned out that I had the flu, the full blown, flu. And so it was really only after I did those 2 concerts that it became apparent that's what I had. But I remember feeling so concerned that my voice, hoping it would hold up for all of the performances. And the guys were so good. But the show must go on, as they say. And I'm delighted with how I did sing on those nights. But as I say, the things that a singer has to endure and go through. And then I was quite ill after that, and I was very pleased that I was able to get through all of the pieces on both of the nights.
Yes. Yeah. You knocked it out of the park, considering the circumstances, for sure,
Yeah.
my friend. Absolutely. And I want
And
to
I
show
had
you.
solo as well, and Mike
Uh,
in particular, he had said, "Look, if you want, I'd come
yeah.
and sing 'Time to Say Goodbye' with you." And
Yeah.
but I went on stage and snowed, and it's become very aware of your technique when you're not well. Then,
Yes.
because when you're standing on stage, you have to make sure that every note's coming from somewhere that's
That's
not
right.
affected by
Exactly
your
right. Yeah.
illness. And I think when I watch a video of that, I see myself being very measured with every note and being very careful. But yeah, it's just those things that I think all singers can tell a story where they had to go on and perform, and
Yes.
when they weren't feeling so good, the show must go on, as they say.
I've had that happen with me too, on
Yeah,
television or radio, where you just gotta, somewhere you find the
push through it.
resilience, you find the spirit, the
Mhm.
strength, and it rises to the occasion. You may collapse after, but when you have to do what you got to do, something takes over. It's like mind over matter,
Yeah,
and you get that strength, that energy to get you through the adrenaline and
that's
the
adrenaline. Yeah.
excitement,
Mhm.
and then you do it. And then after, you're sort of, I just want to show you also some of the amazing comments coming in for that. Goosebumps from Merlin, watching in Canada. Wow, from Jen in Pennsylvania, USA. Celia says amazing with hearts. Merlin says bravo. And Sherry in Kansas, USA is agreeing. Goosebumps there as well. Alessandra, North Carolina, USA. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I got so emotional to the point of tears.
Oh.
Bravo. Yeah, really. And Tuomo clapping, standing ovation. And we got a wowee from Juanita in South
Oh,
Africa.
yay.
Hey, we got the wowee. I knew that
Thank you.
if we didn't get a wowee for what we just saw with Nessun Dorma, I knew we were going to get that from Juanita. Thanks, Juanita. Bravo from
Thank you.
Merlin. Chills. Kathleen, she's got chills. And that is cool. Elena claps, claps, claps. And Kathleen was in New York City, Southern California in the house. Anne is here. Bravo. And Celia says, you sounded amazing, Mairead. So proud of you, which
Thank
is
you, Celia.
really beautiful. All this lovely support. It's really wonderful when you get a chance to do the things that you've had an opportunity to do. And you, like you said, you also teach as well, right? Tell us about that. Inspiring young minds, mentoring others, empowering others. Obviously, you and I are storytellers. We're communicators through what we do, communicating through voice, through song, the various things that we do and the elements that we use. But when you get a chance to also inspire other people, and I know you're very big about that, and I am as well. And when you get to teach others the craft, That's a beautiful thing and a wonderful opportunity that you have. Tell us about how much you enjoy doing that.
Yeah, well, started out mostly being a music teacher and teaching purely music. And throughout the years, then I've also taught drama, and I've directed college shows. And a lot of my students have gone on to be professionals in the industry as well. So now I play a mainly senior leadership role in the college, so providing support and pastoral support and care for our students, and making sure that they're fit for living and learning. So yeah, I love that, and that's a very important part of my day-to-day work. But it's great that I'm also looking to perform as well. A lot of them say those who can't do teach, but it's great to be able to sing and perform in my own right as well, but also bring my experience and love of performing to students.
That is fantastic. Are there any venues where you haven't performed that are on your list? I would imagine Carnegie Hall in New York, and a few others are
Yeah.
maybe the Sydney Opera House in Australia, Royal Albert Hall. I mean, there's a few of them out there, but any that, boy, I would perform there for you, Renee.
Yeah, I mean, those venues are amazing. I'd love to return to the US and perform there again. Had a wonderful time there. But I performed in smaller venues. I've performed in massive venues. But I just love performing. I love singing, and I love the people that I perform for as well. I've got to meet so many people from my singing, and other artists and just people who enjoy my music as well. So yes, it is amazing to perform in those big sort of forums and platforms, and I'd love to return to the US, as I say, but yeah, there's an excitement about performing in big venues.
Yeah.
And the Ulster Hall is a big venue in Belfast, and it's one of my favourites as well.
Beautiful place.
Hall. I love performing in there as well, and of course there's the Grand Opera House. So I think I've performed in most of the big venues in Ireland. But yeah, getting across the water and travelling and getting on a plane to sing too is very exciting. So.
Yeah. Do you have a preference? Do you prefer being a solo artist, or do you like being a part of a larger grouping, choral group, that type of situation?
I love performing with others. As you can see there, when I performed G4, I loved the fact that whilst I was belting out the big money notes, so were they all in harmony, and I love that full luscious sound when five big voices is what you saw there are singing big numbers like Beth and Dorma. So yeah, I love performing with others. It's good to sing obviously by yourself as well, and better yourself, and develop your own art and your own technique. But I do love singing with others, and I sing with a lot at the minute with a very good friend of mine called David Curry.
Oh yeah.
And he performed with me in my first album, All I Ask of You, and Amigos para Siempre. So that's on my first album with David, and we've remained friends for many years. And he performed with me in The Merry Widow, and he was my Danilo. Yeah, he performed or recorded an album, a Christmas album there, and I performed a couple of tunes with him. And then just a couple of weeks ago, we did another re-recording in St. Peter's Cathedral in Belfast. So, still keeping busy. And David is a great person to sing with as well. He's a very giving person, and a big voice that sounds good next to mine. I just love singing.
Yeah, they complement each other
Yeah.
beautifully. Here's this album too.
Yeah, that's my first album, I Have a Love.
What was that like? I mean, that's very special. When you get a first album, there's so much work and so much blood, sweat, and tears, and you have to, the funding too. It's not you just want to sing and an album develops. There's all, funding, costs. I mean, there's so many variables. What was it like when you accomplished that? And bravo.
Yeah, nowadays a lot of musicians, record with pre-composed backing tracks. But that album was every musician, was proper done, with them.
Yeah.
The violinists and the clarinetists, and every musician, performed live for that album. And the two that I performed with, the Harper, Jan Harbison, they were actually performed live, recorded live. So yeah, but I called it "I Have a Love." I think I had just completed West Side Story at the time, and there's a beautiful duet for Anita and Maria, "A Boy Like That," and "I Have a Love." And I just thought, well, I have a love. It's from the show West Side Story, but I also have a love of singing and music, and that's where the name came from, really.
You want to perform a few things live for us too, right? What would you like
Yeah,
to start with, my friend?
I think I'll do Caledonia. This is a Celtic piece.
Yeah,
One I just learned lately, actually, for one of the songbirds. I think it was the Celtic live stream they did. So this is a lovely song called Caledonia. Hope you enjoy.
beautiful. All right, we will. That's right. Wet those vocal cords. There's MAIREAD Healy on the Jim Masters Show live with Caledonia.
I know you can see the changes that have come over me. These last few days I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I come from. That's the reason why I feel so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you call me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I have moved and I've kept moving, broke the parts that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the fellas and left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you call me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest fire. The flames are cool, don't get any higher. The withered love is gone. But I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When hands have shaken, and kisses float, then I will disappear. Let me tell you and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you call me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me warm and sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Absolutely beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank
That
you.
is a very touching song, isn't it? It really
It's beautiful.
gets
I
you right
love it.
here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's about a love of home and going back to your roots and appreciating what you have.
Yes.
And I love it. And it's very Celtic sound as well.
It is very much so. Absolutely, my friend. Celia says, gorgeous. Some of our lovely interaction here live on the Jim Masters Show live. And Jen's going, let me tell you that I love you and I think about you all the time, Slancha. And Juanita, love this song. You sing it beautifully, MAIREAD.
Thank you.
Sherry Larson in Kansas, USA. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Alessandra, more tears and so beautiful. Jen says, okay, I'm crying. Love this song. I never cry. Irish song, Slancha. And Jane, who's watching in Sweden, one of our regular Lovity viewers, she says, our new Lovity member, welcome, MAIREAD, from Jane watching in Sweden. And Kathleen Walker in New York City, terrific, bravo, and lovely. Really enjoying your voice. And some may know of you already, and some may be discovering you for the first time, which is really, really cool. You have another song you want to share with us, my friend?
I think I'll have a go at No Frontiers.
Nice.
Yes.
And that is special to you as well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's another Irish song, and it was made popular by the singer Mary Black, but
Yes.
also the band The Chorus as well. So it's just a beautiful song. No Frontiers.
All right, here's MAIREAD Healy, the Jim Masters Show live.
If life is a river and your heart is a boat, and just like water, baby, you're going to float. And if life is a whirlwind, it blows away your mind, and your heart is a river, dying inside. Heaven knows, no frontiers, and I've seen the pain in your eyes. And if life is a ballroom in which we must wait, when the man with his fingers on the ivory gate, where we sing until dawn, there's no fate, respectful breath and self-addressed praise in your words, fate as the singing all around. Somehow this darkness is wonderful as far, wonderful as far, to hold us till we day, when fear will lose its heaven has its ways. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I see pain in your eyes. And if life is a rough night of rebels and yearns, and your spirit slave to man's with submerged tears, while you thirst and you hunger, justice right, and your heart is a flame of man's constant night. In your eyes, fate is a singing all alone, that somehow is that night is almost almost dark, almost almost dark, to hold us every day when fear will lose its grip and heaven has its way, and heaven has its ways, when all the other lies and know what's in our hearts, the dream will realize. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes, in your eyes.
Just letting that soak in a little bit. See heaven in your eyes. That really is very beautiful. That really is. And your voice is exceptional. I can see why so many people enjoy listening to you, and they want more and more. And I want to show you some of the lovely love coming live as we're broadcasting live. Stunning from Celia and Elena in Italy, who's watching there in Europe. Lovely from Elena. And Sherry Larson in Kansas, USA. Another favorite, beautifully done. Love your voice. Jane in Sweden. One of our lovelies, Jane in Sweden. Wow, what a lovely voice. And Kathleen in New York City. Terrific, bravo, and lovely. Really cool. And claps as well. And beautiful from Juanita in South Africa. And oh, this is nice. Alessandra in North Carolina, whose 14-year-old is also sort of an up-and-coming performer. Her 4-year-old granddaughter as well loves it.
Oh,
beautiful. My 4-year-old granddaughter loves it. So you got the thumbs up from the 4-year-old granddaughter.
Thanks.
Which is beautiful. Jim and Ray, thank you for bringing me Scottish, Irish, English, me daddy, who her father had passed away a while ago. That song is giving her memories of her dad and keeping him alive in her heart, Slancha, as you were singing that. You know, that's what happens sometimes. You know, songs are written with a certain intent. Songs are performed with a certain intent by the composer, the lyricist, the presenter, whether it's a musician or a singer. And then people take it when they hear it and they make it their own. They relate to it and they adapt it to experiences in their own life. It harkens memories. It brings hope and inspiration. It can bring some joyous memories and moments. And that's really amazing, isn't it? I bet you have people who hear you perform and they love what you're doing, and then it connects them. They relate to the song and the way that you've interpreted it. And it sort of triggers really special memories in their life as they sort of adapt the song to themselves, and they give you feedback on something like that. What is that like when you hear that?
Oh, I love to hear when people who listen to me find inspiration or joy or nostalgia or memories in particular songs that I sing. I think there are particular songs like Danny Boy, for instance, where a lot of people will say that was their father's or their mother's favorite song. The song for me actually that makes me weep is Adele's "When We Were Young," because
Oh
that
yeah.
reminds me of all the emotions so associated with my daughter first left to go to Edinburgh and study at university, and that song's all about moving on and nostalgia. So I know what it feels to have a particular song that you identify that makes you weep. I think we all have particular songs that we hold dear to our hearts for various reasons.
Yes, absolutely. You know, even Christmas music can do that too. Certain Christmas songs can really touch a certain part of your heart. Some of the traditional ones and some of the newer ones. Do you like to do the holiday songs as well?
Yes, I think the one for me is "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Precious friends who are dear to us, gathered here to us once more. I always find that very emotional, that particular lyric in that song. And
Yeah.
for me, "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" is, if you peel back the layers and look at the words there of the lyric, it can be very,
Yeah.
it's a very powerful song and a very emotive song. Especially if you've just lost someone as well, and there maybe not an extra setting around the Christmas the dining table that Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
So, songs like that can be a very
Are
emotive, particular
very
Christmas.
profound and very
Very much.
communal and unifying, right? Very unifying. Um, One of my favorites is "Oh Come All Ye Faithful,"
Yeah.
but and that's a beautiful one. But of course, "Silent Night." What
Mhm.
Child Is This? Is a beautiful one too. That's a really, and depending on how it's performed, it can be very, very moving, very touching as well. Um, you have another song that you want to share with us?
I'm going to maybe do something a bit faster and perkier. Yeah, I love to sing this one. I do love to sing sort of upbeat
Yeah,
songs as well. And this is from an opera called The Enchantress. And it's just a funny song.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
called Art is Calling for Me.
I love it. I love it.
Mama is a queen and Papa is a king. So I am a princess and I know it. But court etiquette is a dull, dreary thing. I just hate it all, and I show it. To sing on the stage is the love life for me. My fingers just like typography. I know I will fame if I sing in the opera by Signor Fortini. I've roulades on the threads to bring no cold chills down the banks of the hills of my woeful I long to be a prima donna, donna, donna. I long to shine upon the stage. I have the young one to become the queen of song, and my feather would look pretty as a page. I want to be a scratchy painter, cut up writer, and other plump girls that I've seen. I hate society, I hate propriety, that is calling for me. I'm in the elite, and men sigh at my feet. Still, I do not fancy my position. I have not much use for the man that I meet. I quite burn with lyric ambition. There's tenor so sweet if they mean love to me. I feel a success that I do know. Catherine Jenkins I rest, if I won't sign you first. The author is so charming by Harrow. Girls would be enamored of his status, I think. Even Stephen had to walk what do they I love to shine upon stage with my avoirdupois and my tra-la-la-la-la. I would be the chief sensation of it. I love to hear them crying diva to the diva. Oh, love that woman. That's what I'm dying for. That's what I'm sighing for. That is mine. Oh,
Wow. I love your reactions after too. It's like, oh my God, that's unbelievable. And again, the levity is flowing in, my friend. Lots of love coming in from Sweden, just across the way there. Yes, you've earned that glass. You've earned that glass. And Slancha, hearts and claps from Jane in Sweden, one of our levities. Sherry Larson says, fun song, beautiful opera voice. Cute song from Merlin, who's watching in Canada. Again, gorgeous, bravo, encore. And Tuomo claps. Thank you, sir. And Celia says, you're a star. And wowza, awesome. We got a wowza from Kathleen. That is cool. In New York City and in South Africa, of course, Juanita with bravo as well. Really, really nice. That just shows the variety and your capability to do, a variety of different styles and different material, which is what keeps it fresh and keeps it alive, right? So you like to do a lot of different things. I mean, there's the core content, the core music that speaks to your voice, speaks to your style, speaks to your personality. But you like to try a lot of different things, which also exercises the voice in many ways too, right?
Yeah, well, my voice, my instrument has been sort of trained to be able to sing the powerful operatic songs and arias, but it's due to the background, my family background, how I grew up with a love of Irish music and folk music. That I suppose I was always disposed to be singing that as well, and then very much exposed to all of that type of music. So, and also the working with the Ulster Theatre Company for 3 years, and shows like Grace and Godspell, and you had to learn all those different styles and perform them to a very high professional level. So yeah, there's me.
Oh yeah, yep. Point out you there.
Yeah, I well, you can see Sandy in the middle. Now, if you watch Dairy Girls,
yeah,
that's Lynn, who Tara Lynn, who now she is mom in Dairy Girls. So she was Sandy at that time. So you can see me to the right.
Oh yeah,
with my pink lady,
the pink,
lady jacket and my black top. Yeah, so that was me and Grace Marty. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Again, a lot of great opportunities. Do you like acting? Do you like performance? Do you like, if opportunities came to be in film and television, things of that nature, even more, would you like to pursue that if those opportunities came your way even more continually?
Well, of course, I love acting. I suppose obviously singing is what I'm trained to do.
Musical theater too, yeah.
Musical theater, but yes, I loved particularly performing the role of Maria in West Side Story, because she has the upbeat, funny, light-hearted, I feel pretty, and at the end, then she has a love, a boy like that, and I have a love, which is so emotional, which is, talking to Anita, but I love this man, and I love him so much. There's nothing can be done about it, really. And then you have that final scene where there's the monologue that Maria delivers to everyone after the death of Tony, her love. So, yeah, I mean, I did give a lot of scope for all the different styles and also it was important to have a connection and chemistry with your leading man as well. And so, yeah, the musical theatre productions that I've been involved in and the characters I've played, there was quite a lot of acting involved in particularly that role itself. I'm looking forward to seeing the new movie coming out of West Side Story. So I think
Yes,
people to be there.
I have some friends involved in that production, and it's exciting. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's really going to be amazing.
For me, it's just the best musical.
Really. Oh, sure. Now now what if Broadway ever came calling? Broadway said, "Hey, we have a part for you on Broadway in New York City."
I'd have to think about that one.
Yeah. I'd have to have a family meeting at the table and discuss.
Yeah, to discuss that one. But yes, I mean, I've never been one that planned where I was going next, and I guess that's the benefit of having a full-time steady teaching position. But I've just always been very grateful for any particular opportunities to perform that have come my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Yeah, I mean, that's the key. You keep the options open, right? That way you're not boxed into anything particular, which is a great way and a great outlook to have. What are some things that you have coming up? Obviously, the world is still, at the time of this live show, the world is still rising up from what we've experienced the last year plus. How are things in Ireland now? Are they getting better? Are things starting to open up? Are venues, opportunities opening up? And what are some things that you have hopefully planned coming up for the future?
The things are starting to open up in Ireland. So I think there's been a lot of vaccinations so far.
Yeah.
Fairly good rate of vaccinations as well, which is really the road to us, everything opening up again safely.
Yes.
But I'm really looking forward to the Call and Kill production that I'm going to be doing again. And when I performed this, they had a different choir everywhere we toured or went to. There was a different choir that performed that with us. And I'm looking forward to lots of choirs coming together and performing at the Call and Kill. It's very spiritual, it's beautiful music, very Irish and Celtic in its sound. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I also continue to work on my second album. And yeah, the recording coming next in with my partner in crime, David Curry's my tenor's friend as well. So yeah, just see what happens again, no pressure. And,
Alessandra here in the United States and North Carolina on the East Coast says, get ready to hear this one, MAIREAD. God gave us an angel when you were born.
Oh, thank you.
That's amazing. Jane is in Sweden, and this is very true. And I've had many of them on this show, and a lot of them I've interviewed on American television, on PBS and elsewhere. She goes, many great singers seem to be from Ireland. What's the reason that so many come from that particular country? The love of music and performance. And the Irish are very much entertainers and storytellers and joke tellers and making others feel good and performance and community, very much in so many different aspects of the culture. My humor definitely is my Irish side. My father, the desire to be a storyteller, communicator. Definitely, I can see that with the Irish part of me on that side of the family. For you, being there in Ireland, what do you attribute all of this amazing art form that pours out of Ireland? The United States, has had such a great relationship with Ireland in terms of culture and music, Riverdance, Lord of the Dance, Celtic Woman, Celtic Thunder. I mean, all of these things that have happened. What do you think it is? What's in the water there in Ireland?
I think a pride for our country. Our country's beautiful, and the Irish sound, Celtic sound, is particularly beautiful, and it just, I don't know, and I think that we're all young Irish people. We're all raised to sing with others, and when we're in groups, we like to sing with others. It's just something we do. So from an early age, I mean, I know that I was singing um, in choirs at church and at school, and then in my home and with my family as well, with my sisters. So it is something in the water, I think, but it comes from pride, a pride of about our country, and a love of our country. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be something in the Guinness too, perhaps, but
Well, I have to ask my husband about that,
Yeah.
probably. But
Yeah.
it doesn't make them any musical. Yeah, no.
Not after one or two, he doesn't start singing or
No,
telling jokes.
it doesn't work for him. No.
Not for him. You heard that here first, exclusively on the Jim Masters Show Live. Do you have one more you want to share with us before we wrap? Something that you'd like to?
Yeah, I'll sing for you one of my favorite songs, and it's something I'm going to be recording my second album.
And how about songwriting too? Is that something that interests you? Writing your own material?
I did.
Yeah.
When I was my mid-teens, I would have written a lot of songs, but I haven't done since then. So there was quite a few of these songs that I would, sat there in my room and written lyrics and tune to go with it. And
would you like to do more?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think now that I know more about music and I, more educated in what good music is, maybe that I haven't met that standard in my eyes, with regards to composition. But yeah, I did write lots of songs, but not nowhere near recently.
Yeah.
I remember thinking they were good at the time now, but I don't know.
Well, never to say never. You never know. You might get an inkling. You might get, an aha moment, and all of a sudden you just start writing something. You just observe life and you watch life and you experience life, and sometimes that turns into a song, right?
Possibly. Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, I do play piano, and so we'll see.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned.
All right, here's more of the lovely MAIREAD HEALY here on the Jim Masters Show Live.
This is a song which was made famous by the French singer Edith Piaf.
Oh,
It's a wartime song, and it's called "If You Love Me."
Oh, beautiful. Nice choice. Everybody, take a swig of your liquid, and here comes MAIREAD on JMS Live.
If the sun should tumble from the sky, if the sea should suddenly run dry, if you love me, really love me, let it happen, I won't care. If it seems that everything is lost, I shall smile and never count the cost. If you love me, really love me, then whatever happens, I won't care. Shall I catch a falling star? Shall I bring it where you are? If you want me to, I will. You can set me any task, I'll do anything you ask. If you'd only have me still. When at last I like for shall share eternity with you. If you love me, really love me, then whatever happens, I won't care. Shall I catch a falling star? Shall I bring it where you are? If you want me to, I will. You can set me any task, not do anything you ask. If you only have me still, when I rest, or like what love is through, I shall share eternity with you. If you love me, really love me, then whatever happens, I won't care. I won't
That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. You know, I'm watching you as you perform the material, and you're so all in and so enveloped by it. I think that's a beautiful thing, right? What happens when you perform? You know, different performers and artists have different answers to that question. Some people say they're just really in the zone and they are transported almost to another time and place when they're either interpreting material that somebody else penned, or material that's their own, or they make the material their own. They just happen, there's just everything is cleared out and they're so focused on what they're doing, but it sort of transcends, transforms, transports them to another place as they're performing. What happens to you when you're performing like these incredible songs that you've shared with us today, Mairead?
Well, a song like that can sometimes mean different things at different times that you sing it. And so I think a song like If You Love Me, and I performed it on radio and recorded it, performed it many times, but I think every time I do perform that song, it's different. It's changed somehow, just how I'm feeling at the time, or whatever story is coming through me at that time. You know, so particularly a song like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love this song. Thank you. Jane says they're in Sweden, and Alessandra, love the song. Celia, hearts. Mary in Florida says, just so lovely. Hearts from Sherry in Kansas. Merlin says, Mairead, a lovely version of that song with all those emojis too. That's cool. Really, really nice. And cool stuff. Cool stuff. What, and there are many things, of course, your family, and that's always number one, and it should be the family and the friends. But what are some other things in your life that bring you great joy and blessing to want to do what you do and share it with the world, Mairead?
Well, as I say, I have my husband and my two girls, and I'm very proud of. I am very much, you know, my family is everything to me, and I also love my garden. I like to spend a lot of time in my garden. I'm one of those people that has, you know, 100 hanging baskets. I recently went on holiday for a few
100?
days, and my brother-in-law was to water the hanging baskets, and he complained that I had so many.
Who does
So
the watering? Who waters them all?
well, myself and my husband do, but we like to, you know, we like to spend a lot of time in the garden.
Yeah, we do too
Planting our
here.
own things and watching
Yeah,
them
yeah,
grow, and I particularly love the
exactly.
baskets, and I have one, you know, at every door, and you know, so I've got a lot of baskets. That's a lot of watering, you know.
That is, yeah.
But, yeah, I love the garden. I just love being out in nature, and I love people. You
Yeah.
know, I love meeting people and hearing their stories as well. And so that's what inspires me. You know, people.
People. Yeah. People who
There's a
need
song in there
people.
somewhere.
Yeah. Barbara Streisand. Right. Are the luckiest people. You got it. This was wonderful, Mairead, to spend this amount of time with you and to learn more about your incredible passion for the art of music and storytelling and performance, and being trained classically like you are, and the wonderful breadth and scope of your work. To show a couple of these fantastic photos that we have here that we've shared of you doing your thing. Where can people, if people want to check out your music, websites, Spotify, Amazon, different places that they can go, where can they go?
Yeah, Spotify, all of those, and iTunes, is that right? iTunes,
Yeah.
Spotify, all of this, Amazon, the main sort of forums. And then my Facebook page is MAIREAD HEALY Soprano. And I'm also at Singer Mairead on Twitter. And I'm also on Instagram. Don't have too many followers there. Really got, the not great with Instagram yet. Yeah, Facebook and Twitter would probably be the main places that you would find me. And I have a website as well, maireadhealy.co.uk.
Fantastic.
And my YouTube channel, my husband's just listening to me YouTube. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel as well.
Where people can hear more music and enjoy. Absolutely. This was terrific. And thanks to your husband, who's been doing the technical work behind the scenes, right? We appreciate, what's his first name?
Peter.
Peter, thank you very much. He made a very good associate producer for you today on the show. Keep him around, hire him, pay him well. And this really was terrific. And I know it's later. The sun is still out, huh? Because it's was it almost 9 o'clock there?
Yes.
And the sun is still.
Yes, it's still very bright. Yes, so yeah, a couple of hours left of sunlight here.
You still have 3 hours left of sunlight?
Yeah, maybe probably about 10:30, 11, it'll start to get dark now.
Wow. Yeah, it gets darker earlier here. Absolutely. You're amazing, Mairead.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I just want to show you again some of the parting words from our viewers, who again are very interactive. We got a very special place we've created here on the Jim Master Show Live. It's pretty cool. Jen says, Mairead, where is your good magical Zen place? She usually likes to ask that question when she's tuned in of some of our guests. I'm along the ocean here. Of course, you're surrounded by the ocean as well there in Ireland. Beautiful cliffs of Moher. I mean, all these fabulous places. But she lives in the mountains of sort of central Pennsylvania, east central. So she loves the mountains. I like the ocean. How about you?
I like the water as well. I was raised just on Strangford Lough, so you can see it from my bedroom window.
Yeah.
So I do love the water, but I have to say, my Zen place is my garden. I do just love
the garden. Yeah.
I'm a green thumb too.
Yes.
I just love.
There's something about it.
Yeah.
Therapeutic.
It's very therapeutic, and
the number one hobby, or not the well, yeah, I think it's the number one hobby, at least here in the United States, next to bird watching. Bird watching is very popular too. But last year, specifically during the thick of the pandemic, gardening was like the number one thing, next to cleaning their closets and baking a lot of bread with the family. Gardening was one of the top things that people did, getting out in nature, getting dirty, planting, nurturing, seeing the results of nurturing the plants and the flowers and the vegetables and everything, which is cool. And you probably relax, and you that's a Zen place, like you say, for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, as I said earlier, my husband, whilst he's a firefighter, he loves to build things. So he a few years ago built a swimming pool in the back garden, and you know, people are asking why would someone in Ireland build an outdoor swimming pool, but you know, we use it every summer. And then a couple of years ago, his family suggested to him, now you have to build a bar in your back garden. So just before COVID, he started to build a beautiful bar in the back garden as well. And by the time COVID set in, it was almost finished actually. So it was just nice to go out and sit, and you know, when you're allowed one or two people to come over and socialize outside, it was just there and it was just perfect. So you can imagine our home's very popular during the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true. Want to show you a couple more wonderful comments coming in here. Mary in Florida says, thank you, MAIREAD. Your music and your voice is so beautiful. I agree. Jen says, MAIREAD, awesome. Your garden, so zen. Slancha. Jane in Sweden says, thank you for joining us. And Jim, with your beauty and lovely singing for us. Absolutely. Kathleen in New York City, thank you for sharing your beautiful music with us. Jane also says, that was wonderful. Thank you for joining us with your beauty and your singing.
Thank you.
MAIREAD in Canada. Thank you, MAIREAD. This is Merlin saying it in Canada. And she says it was lovely and really nice. Thanks for all these beautiful comments.
Thank you, everyone.
Lovedies, you guys are terrific. Alessandra in North Carolina says, this has been a wonderful show. Thank you, MAIREAD. Beautiful voice. Sherry Larson. Thank you for sharing your beautiful voice, MAIREAD. A new fan. Excellent.
Thank you.
And this was a wonderful conversation. Thank you, MAIREAD, for spending time with us and sharing your beautiful music. Really, really nice. MAIREAD, thank you so much. You're so good, magical as yourself, and so good, magical as the talent you have within. Thank you. Blessed be Slancha from Jen Barry. And Alessandra says, now you're a part of the Lovedy family on the Jim Masters Show Live. You're in there. You're in there. Congratulations. I love it. And Jen says, Jim, can we have MAIREAD back? Love her. Slancha. Yes, absolutely. We will definitely keep the porch light on for you. I hope that the show met whatever expectations that you had and you enjoyed the time with me, MAIREAD, as I
did. Thank you so much.
have with you.
The time has flown through, actually. It really has. I really enjoyed myself.
Almost 2 hours we've chatted and music and conversation and laughter and the lovety with the viewers. It goes by really quickly because we try to make it conversational, warm, freestyle. Wherever we take it is where we take it. And really a pleasure having you. So I hope you enjoyed the time with me as much as I certainly have with you.
I have. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Spread the word to everybody about our show. We would love that as we continue to build and grow our show. And I shall do the same about you, MAIREAD. And it'd be really cool. Hopefully we'll get a chance to meet in person. Maybe if I'm on a TV shoot in Ireland or you're here in the States. And we toast you. You still have your glass there? Is it empty? There you go. Slancha. Slancha. And thanks for all of the wonderful music today and the wonderful Irish crack. The first time I said that, and I always mention this on the show when we have the Irish artists, first time I said that on the show, I think actually it might have been Ryan Kelly or Brian Dumphy or Neil Byrne, or one of them was talking about Irish crack. And I said that I wanted to make sure I explained it to our audience, for those that are not in Ireland, what it means to, have crack, because especially, we want to let them know that when you say that you had crack on the show last night, that means fun, levity, good time. I see. Yeah. Big difference. So we always make sure that we spell that out.
It means laughter and fun.
Yes, exactly right.
Jolly time.
That's right. MAIREAD says you're now a lovety, and Jane says we love this. Big hugs from Alessandra. Good stuff. My friend, thank you so much again for joining us. Really a wonderful time. Thanks for sharing and opening up about your life, your experiences, your passions. I wish you and the family nothing but continued good vibes, positive energy, good health, and doing what you do so well. And we will we'll stay connected and have you back on the show down the line. Okay.
Please. Yes, please do.
All right. You take care, my friend.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Jim. Thank you.
All right. Now, as I say to all the guests, go stretch those legs. That's it. Bye, Mairead. Take care. Bye-bye now. Bye. Live from County Down, Ireland, the incredible talent, the wonderful Mairead Healy here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you missed any of it, you can go back in the archives here at our show on the YouTube channel, because this episode and over 400 episodes of our series are available for you. That's right. You go back even last year and see some of the amazing guests we've had. For those of you who like the Irish artists, Phil Coulter was on our show. Sir James Galway and Lady Jean Galway was on our show. Paul Byram, Neil Byrne, Ryan Kelly, Keith Harkin, Colin Keegan, Damien McGinty, Connor McGinty, Oscar Blue, Lynn Hillary, Mairead Nesbitt, Lisa Kelly, Chloe Agnew, and on and on and on. They've all come through. Our George Hutton was on the show as well, and so many. Rebecca Harkin was on our show. The list goes on and on and on. So you can see them all on our YouTube channel. If you specifically like to favor the Irish artists, the High Kings, all of them, Darren Holden, Brian Dunphy, they're buddies of mine. They've been on the show as well, and many, many, many more. Ava McMahon from originally from Celtic Woman, she was on the show as well, and countless others. So you can see them all on our YouTube channel 24/7 and everything else. Guests from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, inspiration, and so much more. And our pop-up shows. We had a great pop-up show last Friday. Now, last night, if you missed the episode last night, we had the one and only David Osmond. You know the famous Osmond family, right? Donnie and Marie and the Osmonds. David has a prolific career as a singer-songwriter. He also opened up about his multiple sclerosis that he and his father Alan have. If you missed that episode, really epic chat. Great music as well with David Osmond from the Osmonds live on our show. And that was last night. Stay tuned. We have more great episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live coming up. Tomorrow we have Jamie Pacino. That is Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. She is a prolific playwright, screenwriter, and television writer. She's going to be with us on Monday, so we look forward to that. And a whole host of great guests coming up next week. Let's take a look at some of the comments before we get ready to wrap up. Maureen says, my little Henry has a tummy bug, so I was helping out with him this morning. Absolutely catch this one in the archives. I just know it's a don't miss show. Yeah, it's another one of the Jim Masters Show Live famous don't miss episodes. Enjoy it, Maureen, and I hope little Henry feels better soon. He's in good hands with you, right? You got the stethoscope ready and the thermometer. She, of course, Maureen works in the medical field there in Arizona. This was great. Beautiful music. Thanks to Mairead. A nice Sunday afternoon, right? When we have guests that are positioned in other countries overseas with a time zone, their time is a lot later than here. Like right now, it's approaching 4 p.m. Eastern here. But for her, it's like approaching 9 o'clock at night. So we want to do it earlier in the afternoon on a Sunday. So it accommodates, her family and friends and she's got the kids there and, just everybody. Thanks, Jim, for the show. My pleasure, Jane in Sweden. Glad you enjoyed it. And Jen says, thank you so much for posting me comments and questions. Love and appreciate you. We love you back, Jen. And thumbs up. That's right. Now, on our YouTube channel, folks, give a thumbs up on our YouTube channel underneath this episode. Post a comment on the YouTube channel. We would love that. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, we would love if you do that as we build and grow these series together and these episodes. And thanks to everybody who has subscribed to our YouTube channel. There was a number of people who've done it just recently. And we thank you if you're watching this live or if you are watching this in the archives recorded. We thank you very much for watching, enjoying, sharing what we are doing here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Very special place. We treat this like a television talk show, entertainment show. Glad you loved it, my friend. And cool stuff. And that cracks you up about the Irish crack. I know. It's very, very funny. Oh my God, Jim, she's a star and an angel. Only the best. And Twelma, thank you very much. I hope you'll continue to join us. We're here just about every day on this channel, YouTube, Jim Masters TV, The Jim Masters Show Live. Good to have you with us, and welcome to our show. It's really nice to have you here. A couple more comments, and then we're going to wrap up. It's a stunning and beautiful day. We are going to get out of here, and we're going to go to the coast and enjoy the beautiful weather. It's about 83 degrees and sunny, and a nice coastal breeze here today, this Sunday afternoon, and we can't wait. And then we're going to have some dinner and just enjoy. Another lovely guest, Jim, and spoiled us with beautiful music. Good night, everyone. You too as well. It's 10 p.m. where you are in Sweden, so not too late, right? So you can still enjoy the rest of your evening now, and you can get to bed at a reasonable amount of time. You can, Juanita can. I hope the rest of your day is fantabulous, Jim and Lovedies. You too, right back at you, Kathleen. Bye all. See you tomorrow. Lovedy hugs. We will be here as well. I had to Google to see what Irish crack was. Yeah. God bless Google, right? And did you know that Google owns YouTube? Thanks, Jim, for having MAIREAD Healy on the show. She is delightful. And thanks for this show, Jim. Really makes my day. God bless you and yours. And have a wonderful week. Happy Lovedy to all the Lovedies. And I hope you'll join us regularly, not just when we have the Irish talent, but all the other times that we are here. And we love having you here. Love Celtic Woman, Chris B. And good stuff. Ooh, you're making, wait a minute. You're making meatloaf? Ooh. Dinner tonight is in Canada, in Ontario. Road trip to Canada. We're having meatloaf at Merlin's. I'll bring the mashed potatoes. That sounds good. See you tomorrow, Alessandra. And yes, check out last night's show with David Osmond from the Osmonds. We showed a lot of photos, which is really, really cool. Very moving one, too. Congratulations to your friend for their birthday as well. And how do you spell the word for fun? Is it, you mean crack, Irish crack? C-R-A-I-C is how they spell that in Ireland. It means, you know, fun times, good times. That's what that means. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up, and you're very welcome. All the great comments coming in here, and we shall see you guys tomorrow. We toast all of you again in our Paramount Pictures Hollywood mug. MAIREAD was terrific, wasn't she? She and I had planned for her to come on the show. This was in the planning stage. Oh, I'd say it's about a month and a half, 2 months now. She was on the list of guests, and she and I have been talking back and forth and sort of putting it all together, and really, really cool. You know, just worked out so beautifully as well. 10 p.m. where Juanita is. She's going to sleep now. This bed is awesome, and I'm a bit tired after the drive into the city. And it's cold where she is too. So hopefully the bed has a warm blanket in the hotel, and enjoy. Ciao, Merlin says. Ciao time, dinner time. Okay, and yummy, and see you tomorrow. Don't forget, gang, we always say, when I remember to say it, don't forget to smile. Don't forget to share the lovity. Don't forget to find your Zen place. Mine is with loving family and friends. I'm also a cyclist, a swimmer. I love tennis, music, writing, gardening, all of it. And the ocean. We're going to the ocean right now, actually. And I got to swim in it. Soon I'll be diving in it. Haven't been in the ocean yet, but we will be in real soon. Can't wait. So find your Zen place. I love the ocean. And my work in television, radio, stage, and film over the years, on air, on camera, behind the scenes, is another Zen place for me as well. Thanks for joining us on the Jim Masters Show Live, Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. Gang, you're the best. Watching live, commenting live, and also those of you who watch the show later. Good stuff. Can we do a ginger ale slancha? Yeah. I've got my Paramount Pictures Hollywood mug from when we were there, and you've got yours. Cheers, Jen. and everybody watching. Take care, gang. You're the best. Don't forget, we got so many props here on the show. Don't forget to relax. Don't forget to relax, and don't forget to love one another, and take care of one another, and have a good time. Breathe. Life is short and life is precious. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to take the work hat off, and we are going to relax along the coast and enjoy ourselves. So wherever you are around the world, take time for yourself and for your loved ones. Breathe from the diaphragm and relax. All right, gang? All right. Reminding you that everybody's welcome. Male, female, tall, short. Doesn't matter your weight, your eye color, your zip code, your income, your status. None of that matters. You're all welcome to join us here on this show we call the Jim Master Show, live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. Blessings to you all. Thanks for joining us, gang. You're the very best. We love you all. And this was another knocked it out of the park episode of JMS Live, a really good one on a Sunday afternoon. Wherever you are watching around the world, we really appreciate you guys. Spread the word. Continue telling everybody. Stand on every street corner, climb every mountain with your bullhorn and say, watch the Jim Master Show live. It's great. Just spread the lovity, spread the word. Tight lovity hugs. Yes, Maureen wants that. So there's your JMS Live tight lovity hug, and have a fabulous rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Cheers, ciao, sayonara, avida zain, mazel tov. We will see you tomorrow on the Jim Master Show Live. Be well. Take care. Thanks for joining us.